Okay, good day everyone. We are going to be taking a look at May-June 2014 past paper. That is mathematics, of course, paper 1. So we are asked in standard form, 0.0325 is written as. Now you need to recall to put something in standard form, you need one significant figure in front of the decimal point. And since we are moving back this direction, to the right, it will be -2, so that's B. There are 40 students in a class. Girls make up 60% of the class, 25% of the girls wear glasses. How many girls in the class wear glasses? So first we have to know how much girls in the class. That's 60% of 40. So 6 fours are 24. And we need to know how much is a quarter of those girls, or 25%, wear glasses. So a quarter, that means 6 of the girls wear glasses. Express 0.12 as a fraction in its lowest terms. Well, 0.12 is the same as 12 over 100. We could simplify this. This could be divided by 4 to give you a 3. And this could be divided by 4 to give you a 25. So that's D. Notice that this is another repeat question. So let's do it. So the sequence is add 5, add 7, add 9, add 11, then it should add 13, which would be 46. $540 beads are shared in the ratio 4:5. The larger share of the beads is, well, the total shares is 9. So that means we want to 5 over 9 multiplied by 540. 9 can go into 540 60 times. 5 sixes are 30. Well, by 10, that's 300. What is the value of the digit 2 in the number 48.621? That's 2 over 100. If 235 multiplied by 48.7 is 444.5, then notice they divided by 100 to get this number, and then they divided by 10 to get this number. So in order to divide it by 1,000, so we just need to divide this number by 1,000. That's this one. That's 8. The square root of 181, or 13 squared. Okay, so 13 squared is 169. And 14 squared is 196. Right? But we know that 189 is bigger than, of course, 181 is bigger than that, but less than 196. So the square root of that lies in this interval, 13 and 14. 12.5% of a sum of money is $40. What was the sum of money? Well, 12.5 is half of 25, which is half of a quarter of the 100%, which would make sense that 12 and a half is 1/8. So that's 1/8 by 40. Sorry, 1/8 of a sum of money is $40. So that's 1/8. X is equal to 40. Multiply both sides by 8. So this will cancel. So X is equal to 40 by 8. 8 fours is 32. We have the 0. So that's B. By the distributive law, we could factor out the 49 to get 17 plus 3. So we get 49 by 20. Remember that you cannot use calculators for this exam. Right? Which of the following sets is defined by the integers meaning whole numbers, both negative and positive, including 0? bigger than or equal to -2, so -2 is included, and less than or equal to 4, so 4 is included. That is this one, D. Item 13 refers to the following Venn diagram. U is a universal set, which is the students who play games. H is the students who play hockey. D is the students who play volleyball. They want to know the number of students in each set. The number of students in each set is indicated. How many students do not play volleyball? Well, that's these. That's 5 plus 3. That's 8. Okay. Item 12 is the Venn diagram that shows P complement. If Q is equal to ABC, how many subsets? Remember, the number of subsets is 2 to the power of the number of elements in Q. So that's 2 to the power of 3, which is 8, or just 2 to the power of 3 in this case. Address, which shows $180, which costs $180, is being sold at a discount of 10%. The amount of the discount, careful, they ask you for the amount of the discount. 10% of 180 is $18. Right, if you want to see the working, right, this will cancel down. So those two, 1 by 8, 18 is 8. 16, an article bought for $125 was sold for $175. The profit as a percent, notice he gained $50. So that is 50 over 125, because they want it as a percentage of the cost price, and you have to multiply that by 100. So 25 into 125 is 5. 25 into 100 is 4. 5 into that is 1. 5 into 50 is 10. 10 fours are 40. So this is 40%. Mary invested $200 for 3 years at 5% per annum. John invested $300 at the same rate. If they both receive the same amount of money in simple interest, for how many years did John invest? Well, Mary invested $200 for 3 years at 5%, so let's write that down. 200, remember the simple interest is principal by rate by time, and it's 5%, so that's 100. Now this is the same as John, who invested $300 at 5%, but we do not know the time, right, over 100. So we can simplify some things. So 2 by 3 is 6, by 5 is 30, so this is 30. Cancel down. That's supposed to be equal to 15t. Divide both sides by 15. So the time John invested is 2 years. $6 is equivalent, well, $6 is equivalent to $1 US, then TT $15 in US is $2.50. Let's see. A salesman is paid 5% of his sales as commission. The sales for the last month were $2,020. How much was he paid? Right, so 5% of 2020. We cancel down some things. 5 into 5, 1, 5 into this 2, 2 into 1, 2 into this is 101. That's $101. A dinner at a restaurant was advertised at $60 plus 18% tax. The total bill for this dinner was, well, 18% of 60. Right, so you could simplify. 2 into this is 5. 2 into this is 9. So that is 54 over 5, which is equal to 10.8. So 10.8 plus 60 is 70.8, $70.80. If the simple interest on $900 for 3 years was 108, what was the rate? Remember principal. Now they want the rate as a percentage, so we could use this formula. The interest is equal to principal by rate by time over 100. Right? We divided by 100 one time because of the percentage. We want it as a percentage. So we have 108 is equal to 900 by 3 by R. All of that is over 100. Cancel down a few things. So we have 9 threes, 27. So we have 108 is equal to 27R. Divide both sides by 27. And we can first divide this by 9. So 9 into 27 is 3. 9 into that, it is 12. And 3 into 3, 1. 3 into 12 is 4. So it's a 4% interest rate. Right, so just allow me to erase this piece here. Okay, so they're asking to say if R star S is 3 star 2, sorry, if R star S is equal to S to the R, then 3 star 2 is 2 to the 3 because 3 is plain. Okay, well, we could do the calculation. If we look at the price per ml, the first one, that is 1.49 divided by 100. Right, and remember we're dealing with money, so this is exactly equal. Well, not exactly. You're supposed to approximate it. That is 0.15. That's 15 cents per ml. For this one, it is 2.25 divided by 150. Notice that 25 could go into both of them. So 25 could go into this 0.08 times. Right, and 25 could go into this 8 times. So if you divide, that is 0.01. Sorry, it is supposed to be 9 up here. That's my bad. And 9 over 8 is 1, 1. So that is still about 0.1-ish. Right? This is cents. So far, this is the better buy, less money you're spending. For this one, this is 250 over 200. Right? So you could have divided by 100 and then by 2. So this is equal to 0.13. 0.13. Let's just check over this one here. So 8 into 9 is 1. Okay, so this is supposed to be about 0.2. Right, so you can do the calculation, check that over for me. All right, this one, this one here, you divide by 100, so you have 0.025, so that's about 0.03. Right, remember you want to estimate, and then you divide it by 2, so that is 0.01. Right, because of the you cannot raise it up because this is about 0.013. So the estimation will just be 0.01. And finally, 250. So 250 divided by 3.49. All right, 250 divided by 3.49. Sorry, it's supposed to be 3.49 divided by 250. Right, because we want the money per ml by 250. Okay, let's see. This is, we can approximate this to be about 350. Right, 250. So 15 to 350, it is, so 15 to 100, it is 2. We need 6 of those to make it be 300 plus 1, so that is 7. 15 to 250, it is 4 and 1, 5. 7 over 5. So, of course, we have to divide this by 100 here, so 0 0.07. 25, 1, 5 into that is 0 0.01. Remainder 2, 4, 0. About that. So these two appear to be the better price. Well, they are on the same thing because you could approximate this to be 0 0.01 as well. Right, so I would say that the 250 for the 349 is the better price because we also estimated, we raised up the price by 1 cent. So 250 would have been the better buy. Okay, so this one now, 24. So this is another repeat question, which is the LCM. It is 15x, so that's D. 5, if 5 into 2x minus 1 equals 35, then x equal. All right, we can start off by dividing both sides by 5. We get 7, so you have 2x minus 1 have to be equal to 7. So that means 2x is equal to 8. That means x is equal to 4. That's D. 29, given that 2x plus 3 is bigger than or equal to 9, the range of values of x, well, 2x plus 3 is bigger than or equal to 9, means that 2x is bigger than or equal to 6, so we could just subtract 3. That means x is bigger than or equal to 3 by dividing both sides by 2. That's B. If P over 5 is 20, then P is equal to, well, 20 times 5. Because you can just cross multiply. If A is equal to 3, then, and AB is equal to 6, then A squared minus B squared is equal to, well, notice that A minus B, sorry, A is 3, B is 6, so we have B has to be 2, right? Because if we substitute A in here, we can divide by 3. So that means 3 squared, which is 9, minus 2 squared, which is 4. So that's 9 minus 4 is equal to 5. That's C. Okay. If x is equal to negative 2, y is equal to 3, and t is equal to 2, then x over y to the t power is equal to, so we have negative 2 over 3 squared is equal to 4 over 9. It's positive because of that, that thing there. That's 4 over 9, which is B. Right, remember, if it is negative squared, it has to be positive. When 6 is added to a number and the sum is divided by 3, the result is 4. When 6 is added to a number and the sum is divided by 3, so that's this one. 8a squared is 64a squared. That's B. This here, 60%, well, 60 degrees of a circle is 1/6 of the circle. That is a very important observation. Sorry, it is wrong with today. It's a very important observation. Right, so the figure above, not drawn to scale, shows a sector of the circle. Right, so the figure above, not drawn to scale, shows a sector of a circle, center O. The length of the minor arc PQ is 8. What is the circumference of the circle? So if 1/6 of the circle, this arc, is 8, then the total circle, the total circumference should be 8 times 6, which is 48. Item 36 refers to the following diagram. Now, they want to know about the perimeters. So the perimeter of this square is 12 by 4, which is 48. The perimeter of this triangle, of this rectangle, is 9 and 9 is 18, 16 and 16 is 32. So it is 18 plus 32, so that's 50. So we see that the angle, the perimeter of the rectangle, it is bigger than the area, the perimeter of the square. So that means the B is bigger than A, so that's B. How many kilograms are there in 1 ton? Notice the spelling of the ton, so that is 1,000. A man started a journey at 9:30 and arrived at his destination in the same time zone at 13:30 on the same day. If his average speed was 30 kilometers per hour, then the distance in kilometers is how much? Well, the time he took from 9:30 to 1:30, right, that is 1:30. It is, well, we could figure that out. 13:30 subtract 9:30, that is 4 hours. So they want to know the distance. Remember, distance is speed by time. So that is, the speed was 30. You have to multiply that by 4 because it's 4 hours. 30 by 4 is 120. So that is A. $120, of course, kilometers. Right, don't forget to use. 2,500 millimeters expressed in meters is, now remember, there's 10 millimeters in a centimeter and there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter. So that means we have to divide by 1,000. So that's all the way this way. 1, 2, 3. So that is 2.5 meters. The volume in cm cube of a cube of edge 3, so that is 3 cubed, that is 27. Item 38 refers to the following diagram. The figure above, not drawn to scale, consists of a triangle resting on a square of side 5 cm. The height of the triangle is 4. What is the total area of the figure? The total area of the square, it is 25, that's 5 by 5. This one here is a half base by height. So that will give you 10. So it's 35. That's A. On Even Trinidad, the time on a pilot's watch was 2300 hours or 11 o'clock. He arrived in his destination in the same time zone on the next day, which showed 300 hours. How many hours did the flight take? Well, this is 11 p.m. That is 3 a.m. So we have, it will take, let's see, so we can add 24 to 3. That's 2,700 hours minus 2,300 hours. And that will give you exactly 4 hours. That's 8. Item 41 refers to the following information: the mode of the numbers, which number occurred the most, was r squared each. So r is 3, so that is pi by 9 by 8. 8 nines are 72, so that's 72 pi centimeters cubed C. 42 refers to the bar chart. Shows ages of children who took part in a survey. How many children take part in the survey? That is 3, and 4 is 7, and 2 is 9, and 5 is 14, and 1 is 15. 15. In a class of 20 students, 12 are girls. What is the probability that a student chosen at random is a boy? Well, if 12 are girls, that means 8 are boys. 8 out of 20, simplifying that, if not, okay, I don't think simplification is necessary. So that is 8 out of 20. Each of the letters in the word chance is written on a slip of paper similar in size and shape. The slips of paper are then placed in a bag, and the bag is thoroughly shaken. What is the probability of drawing a letter C? So notice there are exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters, and you have 2 chances to choose that. So because there's 2 C's, that's the C and that's C. So that's 2 out of 6, which is 1/3. That's A. The pie chart below, drawn to scale, so this one is drawn to scale, shows a student who used 12 hours in studying English, maths, French, and geography. So 12 hours in total. So notice that this here, since it is drawn to scale, that is a right angle. The amount of time studying mathematics is approximately, so it's approximately on right angle. Come on. So that is a quarter of the time spent. So that's 12, because 90 is a quarter of the circle. So that is about 3 hours. Okay, nice. 46, which of the following best represents a function or represents a graph of a function? Let's look at them. So A is a one-to-one function. B is a many-to-one function. C is a one-to-many function. And D is, well, a many-to-many function. So that happens to be A. A is the only one that represents a function because it is one-to-one. Right? One value of X is one value of Y. Item 47 refers to the graph below. The straight line AB cuts the y-axis at 0 on the x and -2 on the y, that's E. Item 48 refers to the graph below. The gradient AB, so you remember gradient is, so let's find the point, so that is 6, 3. The 6 on the x, 3 on the y. This point here is 2, 1. 2 on the x, 1 on the y. So the gradient is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. It don't matter which one I choose to be x1, y1, and x2, y2. So I will choose this one up here to be my x2, y2, x1, y1. So that is equal to be 3 minus 1 over 6 minus 2. That is 2 over 4, which is a half. Item 49 refers to the following diagram, also the diagram below. The inequality above is defined as, notice that it is not equal to -2 or 3, so that is, it has to be in between. So that's D, but there's no equality. Item 52 refers to the diagram below of a construction with center A and an arc BC. So the measure of sorry, the center of B and the same result and the same radius, the arc PCQ is drawn. The measure of the angle, this is a 60-degree angle. This is exactly how you construct a 60-degree angle. If f of x equal 2x squared minus 1, then f of 3 is equal to, right? So that is f of 3 is equal to 2 times 3 squared minus 1. That is 2 by 9 minus 1, which is 18 minus 1, which is equal to 17. All right. So what is the gradient of the straight line? So this have to be in the form y equal mx plus c. So y is equal to negative 3 over 2x minus 8 over 2. So the gradient is this, that's negative 3 over 2. Item 53 refers to the isosceles triangle below. So notice these two sides are equal, so that means the angle have to be equal. So the value of x is 100 degrees because it's supposed to add up to 180. Item 54, which of the following statements best describes the properties of an equilateral triangle? Well, for an equilateral triangle, you need all sides to be equal, all the angles have to be equal. So that's just 1 and 2. That's A. Item 57 refers to the diagram below. Y, X, and this is a right angle. In the right angle triangle, which trigonometric ratio is equal to 4 over 8? So if we use this as our reference angle, this is the opposite. This is hypotenuse. So that is sine x is equal to 4 over 8. That's 8. Item 55 refers to the triangle ABC below. Right, remember this is another repeat question, so you can show that x is equal to 8. I can refer to my previous 2 videos and you would see it. Item 58 refers to the following graph. In the graph above, the line CD is the image of AB after, well, it's just a reflection in the y-axis. So that is B. The image of a point P, negative 2, 3, under the transition 3, 4. Right, it is just add 3 to 2, so well, so negative 2, that will give you 1, and add 4 to 3 to get 7, so that's B. '59 refers to the diagram. So the line segment AB is rotated 90 degrees about the point C. That means A would come here, B would come, well, 90 degrees clockwise, so that's this way. All right. So 2, well, right, so that A would just come here, B would be somewhere down here. So they want the coordinates of A prime, that will be 2, 2, that's B. And finally, in the triangle ABC, angle A equal x degrees and B equal 2x degrees. What is the size of angle C? Well, if we draw a triangle quickly, if this is x degrees, this is 2x, and this one here needs to be 180 minus 3x. That's B. All right, and that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more.